the video you've all been waiting for.
We're talking one of the most attractive, appealing, maybe the best planned community in all of Florida.
Today, we're talking Lake Nona.
The world from up here, from up here, from up here.
This once sleepy Orlando suburb is transformed into a high-tech master plan utopia complete with self-driving cars, a world-class medical hub, and homes selling in the multi-millions of dollars. But is it all hype? Or is Lake Nona really worth the price? So in today's video, I'm going to share with you what the cost of living is, an overview of the real estate. If you live here now or you're considering moving to the area, I'm going to tell you about the latest major growth projects that have been announced recently, as well as those that are currently underway that are going to affect your home's value. So stick around as we uncover the truth behind Florida's most talked about community. First off, where is Lake Nona? Well, many people think that it's part of Disney's property because it has that planned community feel, but it's actually not. Lake Nona is a 17 square mile mixed-use planned community within the city limits of Orlando, southeast of Orlando International Airport, making it very convenient for travel, and it's about 35 minutes drive directly east of Disney World. The community is named for a large lake in the northern part of Lake Nona itself. And honestly, what's amazing is just how quickly this area has grown. Back in the year 2000, the population was only about 1,500 people. There were more cows than people at that time. By 2015, that number had exploded to over 50,000 residents. And today, in 2025, the growth is even larger with no signs of slowing down. But now that you know where to find us on the map, there's an internal local debate about which areas truly are Lake Nona that I should probably fill you in on. So what zip codes does Lake Nona actually include? There are two main zip codes associated with Lake Nona, which is 32827 and 32832. The 32827 zip code is considered by many to be the heart of Lake Nona. The zip code covers key developments like Lake Nona Town Center, Medical City, Laureate Park, and the Wave Hotel. The 32832 zip code includes parts of Moss Park, Eagle Creek, North Shore at Lake Hart, and other nearby communities. Now, some locals jokingly refer to this area as Fake Nona, while others consider it to be very much a part of the greater Lake Nona community. But let's talk for a moment on what it's like to live in Lake Nona. This area has a unique blend of suburban comfort with forward-thinking urban elements. Clearly, the community is designed with innovation in mind. You have shuttles driving around called Beep that you'll see, 40% of preserved green space in this area, and 26 miles of trails connecting the neighborhoods. The sense of community here is absolutely amazing. And there's always something happening. You have weekly farmers markets, outdoor concerts, food truck rallies, just to name a few things. Our neighbors here love to go to Boxy Park, which is an outdoor venue made from shipping containers with restaurants, a beach volleyball court, and stage for live entertainment. The area has people from all walks of life. You have medical professionals working at Medical City, athletes training at the USTA National Campus, families drawn by the schools, and retirees enjoying that good old Florida sunshine. But when it comes to groceries in Lake Nona, here's what you need to know. There's no Trader Joe's or Whole Foods just yet, but Sprouts Farmers Market is on the way. More on that in a second. For those looking to keep the grocery bill down, you've got a Sam's Club right here in Lake Nona. There's no Costco yet, but there is one on the same side of Orlando. Now, your main grocery options locally are going to be Publix, Bravo Supermarket, Aldi's, and Walmart Supercenter, covering everything from organic options to budget-friendly essentials. But let's talk about the food for a moment. I've got to honestly say that I am genuinely surprised by the density and the quality of the restaurants here. And this is a major upgrade from 10 years ago. The growth doesn't seem to be slowing down. In fact, residents here rave about the local food scene. My friends, these aren't the typical national chains you see everywhere. They're locally rooted spots offering a diverse mix of cuisines and strong reviews across the board. And here's just a few that you've got to check out. You have Pisco Peruvian Gastro Bar. You're going to have a vibrant, modern Peruvian dishes like lomo saltado and ceviche with a craft cocktail twist. You've got the Nona Blue Modern Tavern, a go-to for elevated American comfort food in a stylish upscale tavern setting. You have the Chroma Modern Bar and Kitchen. You're going to enjoy globally inspired small plates and craft drinks and one of Lake Nona's most architecturally striking dining spaces. You've got Hot Taco Street Taqueria. You've got Hot Taco Street Taqueria. You've got Hot Taco Street Taqueria. Quick, fresh, packed with flavor. Think street style tacos with authentic Mexican roots. You got 407 Cafe, sweet and savory crepes with paninis and coffee and a cozy cafe vibe that's perfect for the casual bite or remote work session. And of course, my friends, all these amazing community features come with a price tag. So let's talk about what you can expect to pay if you're considering to make Lake Nona your next home. Just how much does it cost to live in Lake Nona? Well, townhomes here start in the upper 300s and range to the mid 600s in desirable areas like Laureate Park. You have single-family homes starting around the low 500s for something around 1,800 square feet and will range up to $1.1 million for the larger move-up homes. Now, the luxury market in Lake Nona is advancing with about 25% of sales here in the $1.5 to $5 million price range. In fact, the 32827 zip code is one of the most expensive in all of Orlando. Now, you're going to be in a homeowners association because 93% of all homes here have one, but your neighborhood's going to look amazing. The median home price for this area checks in at one of the top 5 highest in all Orlando at $750,000. With so many great neighborhoods to choose from, Lake Nona might sound perfect, but like any community, it has its strengths and challenges. But let's talk about what the best neighborhoods in Lake Nona are if you're looking for golf, if you're looking for guard-gated and high-level amenities. Now, if you're talking the most exclusive real estate in Lake Nona, the conversation starts with Lake Nona Golf and Country Club. Home prices here are going to start around $2 million, with the median going up to about $3 million. They have beautiful amenities, including a world-class championship golf course designed by Tom Fazio, state-of-the-art fitness center, and resort-style pools. Still amazingly beautiful and guard-gated, Eagle Creek is going to be perfect for people with an active lifestyle built around an 18-hole championship golf course as well. The median home price here is about $740,000, with townhomes starting in the $500,000 price range. Now, let's say you hate dealing with gates and guards, and you could care less about living around golf. You're now going to want to look at Laureate Park, probably the most well-known neighborhood in Lake Nona, with a very distinct architectural style, lots of front porches, and colorful homes. In my opinion, this is one of the most amazing, well-planned communities in all of Orlando. The different types of color and architecture and level of design is really incredible and unrivaled in its own right as a large master plan community. But let's talk about what growth looks like over the next few years for Lake Nona. Well, first, we have to talk about Sunbridge. This is located just 3 miles southeast of Lake Nona. And yes, I get it in the comments. Jared, this is a video about Lake Nona. Why are you talking about Sunbridge? Well, Sunbridge happens to be 3 miles from Lake Nona. It's a far out suburb of St. Cloud. It's more Lake Nona adjacent than it really is something that we would think about as being part of the city of St. Cloud. So let's be honest, the people that are buying into Sunbridge, they're coming into your restaurants. They're shopping in the Lake Nona shopping districts and town centers. And ultimately, if you're attracted to Lake Nona as a new buyer, you're going to consider this location as well. But Sunbridge is a visionary 27,000 acre master plan community developed by Tavistock, the same development company that designed Lake Nona. Now, Sunbridge spans across Orange and Osceola counties, offers a blend of residential neighborhoods, commercial spaces, and a vast conservation area with over 13,000 acres dedicated to wetlands and preserved areas. The community here features neighborhoods like Westland Park, catering to families and individuals of all ages, and Del Webb Sunbridge, which is a gated enclave for active adults age 55 and over. Homes here crafted by the esteemed builders such as David Weekley Homes, Kraft Homes, Ashton Woods, Pulte Homes, and Toll Brothers, ensuring a variety of designs and quality of construction. Note that Sunbridge has its own feel. The landscape design has more, in my opinion, of the Florida natural beauty element left in their landscape. So the common areas and the median, the design as you're driving in, more oaks and more natural Florida elements are left in it. It just looks slightly different, but the area is beautiful. The home aesthetic is amazing. I really like what they've done with Westland Park. Just a really cool variety of real estate. I think if you're a buyer in Lake Nona and you see that community, you're going to have the familiar community-based aesthetic in a different way than Laureate Park, but definitely not as convenient because you're down the road a few miles from Lake Nona and you're going to be commuting there until a lot of those same amenities arrive down the street from your home in Sunbridge. As you can imagine, Lake Nona is growing fast. These are the top growth stories that are going to change and impact your home's value in the very near future. First up, we have Advent Hospital at Lake Nona, a 10-story, 511,000 square foot hospital under construction at 10999 Narcoossee Road with an expected opening date in 2026. You have Lake Nona West Shopping Center, a 405,000 square foot open-air shopping center set to open fall 2025 along Lake Nona Boulevard near Boggy Creek Road. Next, we have 6876 Marwick Lane, an 8-story Class A office building featuring advanced health and sustainability features located within the Lake Nona Town Center, and the anticipated opening date we don't have just yet. We have Royal Palm at Lake Nona Multifamily Development, a 320-unit luxury residential community planned for 3,000 Aria Circle, with the project currently in the pre-development phase, and the expected completion date is not yet specified. And calling all you shoppers, Sprouts Farmers Market is opening at Eagle Creek. A new 23,300 square foot store is planned at 9776 Eagle Creek Center Boulevard, and that opening date not yet with us as well. We have Flex Industrial Park near USTA National Campus. This is going to be a 5-warehouse flex industrial space with almost 210,000 square feet near the USTA Training Center, with construction timelines again not specified as of yet. We have a 132-acre mixed-use district called Lake Nona South in the planning stages across from Lake Nona West, with the development timelines not yet announced. Now, with an exciting place like Lake Nona, who wouldn't want to live here? But just as you can imagine, there's always upsides and downsides. And as a local, I'm going to give you some insights on what are the pros and cons of living in Lake Nona. Now, on the pro side, Lake Nona offers an amazing sense of community. You have top-notch amenities like pools and fitness centers and excellent schools and outstanding healthcare options with Medical City right here. The location is convenient, close to the airport, reasonable distance to downtown Orlando and the theme parks, as well as the beaches, particularly on the East Coast. And if you haven't seen it in person, one of the things that everybody loves is that the commercial and the residential are planned to very strict and high standards. Nothing went unnoticed, and in this area, it shows and it shines. And that's not the case for many areas around Orlando. And if you've had personal experience with that, drop some cities in the comments section. Now, for the cons, traffic is probably the biggest downside. As Lake Nona has grown, the infrastructure hasn't always kept pace. Rush hour on Narcoossee Road can be pretty brutal. And in the area between Lake Nona and Sunbridge, there's a lot of ongoing construction as the area continues to develop. And again, it's not just the traffic. All the areas, the shopping districts, the town centers, at times, they can feel tight. It can feel like you're in a crowd a lot. Next potential downside could be the cost of living here. Lake Nona tends to be pricier than many other Orlando suburbs. And also, if you're looking for historic charm or an established neighborhood with mature landscaping, this isn't it. Lake Nona is still relatively new and it's designed modern. Now, for many families considering Lake Nona, one of the biggest pros is the quality of education. Lake Nona High School is considered one of the more challenging schools in Orange County, with a rigorous academic workload, high AP enrollment, and an open dual enrollment program with Valencia College. The graduation rate is nearly 100%. For elementary schools, we have North Lake Park Community Elementary, Village Park Elementary, and a brand new K-5 school in Island Village and Laureate Park Elementary. For middle school, there's Lake Nona Middle, and the area itself is also home to Valencia College's Lake Nona campus, the University of Central Florida College of Medicine, and the University of Florida's College of Pharmacy, which is ranked number 5 amongst all pharmacy schools in the nation. And as we know, great schools are often connected to great job opportunities, and Lake Nona has developed a pretty unique employment landscape that sets it apart from the rest of Orlando. So what is the job market like in Lake Nona? Lake Nona's Medical City contains several centers for biomedical research and education. We have major employers here, including the University of Central Florida, College of Medicine, Nemours Children's Hospital, the VA Medical Center, and the University of Florida Research and Academic Center. Another major employer is the United States Tennis Association, which moved its national headquarters here a few years ago. With Lake Nona's continued growth, there are also plenty of jobs in retail, restaurants, hospitality, and construction. And with the Orlando International Airport just minutes away, airport and airline jobs are easily accessible, and those folks love to call this home as well. Now, after work and school, Lake Nona offers plenty of ways to relax and enjoy your free time. So let's talk about what are the best things to do in Lake Nona. For outdoor enthusiasts, we have Moss Park, Orange County's largest park. It's a beautiful natural space where you can see wildlife like rabbits, deer, and herons. The Lake Nona Performance Club is a 130,000 square foot fitness facility that includes a rock climbing gym, indoor track, multiple pools, and courts for various sports. For golf enthusiasts, we have Drive Shack, which offers a tech-infused driving range experience with food and drinks. And of course, we have plenty of shopping and dining options, both in the Lake Nona Town Center and at Celebration Point, which opened in 2024. So my friends, that is the real story of Lake Nona, a community that's redefining modern Florida living. If you found this video helpful, please smash that like button and subscribe for more uncensored neighborhood tours from across Orlando. My team and I are constantly fielding inquiries from people just like you who are watching these videos. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home in the greater Orlando area and you don't already have an agent to help, call or text me at 407-706-5000 or shoot me a message at info@jaredjones.com. We'll see you on the next one.